It's my opinion that streaming services are one of the few areas where competition has actually ended up being bad for the consumer. When Netflix first started, it was really the only game in town, especially when it started streaming. They were able to have the best shows, the best movies all in one place. However, due to its success, its rivals decided to cannibalize it and start their own streaming services. This has led to many people like myself having to have multiple subscriptions to all these streaming services in order to be able to actually get quality content. This has caused monthly bills to go up, and the value really just isn't there anymore. Now, there's a few things people have done in the past to help try to mitigate this cost, and one of those things is password sharing. However, ethically and morally, I'm not really a big fan of password sharing. So I had the idea to kind of hopefully be able to come up with a service that mitigates some of the effects of all these streaming services. It'd be a service where you one click unsubscribe to your previous month's service, and at the same time, within that one click, subscribe to a new streaming service. Now, in addition to this, there would be articles and information given to the consumer showing what new shows were out on these streaming services that they might be interested in. Now, we did a little bit of research into this, and we were able to find a company called Truebill that can help you unsubscribe via one click to these streaming services. However, we weren't able to find anyone who was able to help you subscribe in one click. Now, as we'll see, there's a few reasons for this. Truebill is the company that helps you unsubscribe, and they're able to do so because they have access to your bank account. However, when you go to subscribe in one click, it becomes a little more tricky. One of the reasons why it's a little bit harder to one click subscribe to these streaming services is because there's not a lot of API interface. Now, what that means is Disney Plus and Netflix aren't really putting out a lot of content to programmers and app developers to help them integrate with their products. Uh, there's ways around that. We're working on it now, trying to just program from scratch some applications that would be able to bypass that. And another issue we've had is payment. And the way payment works with tokenization, it becomes a little bit harder when you have a third party developer try to subscribe you to another streaming service. Now, that's not to say that these things can't be overcome. However, it is a challenge, and it's a challenge we're still working on. And we hope to actually be able to launch within the next 3 months a beta app that uh, will hopefully do the one click subscribe and unsubscribe. However, we may have to settle just for an autofill function on the subscription due to the way tokenization works. We have a developing name. It's called Monthly, where it's a one-stop shop for all these streaming services.